Oh, hi there. It's Monty, the bird-watching platypus. Hey, I hope you got your pencil and paper ready because you're about to have a cartooning lesson with Jason Rodgers. He's the cartoonist behind my book, Did You Spot It? Noticing Birds Around Australia. Well, I hope you have lots of fun. I've got to do a bit of bird watching now. Okay, we'll see you soon. Bye.
Thanks for the introduction, Monty. Well, hello there. I'm so glad you could make it to my cartooning lessons. My name's Jason, and like Monty was saying before, I'm the cartoonist behind Did You Spot It? Noticing Birds Around Australia. I've been drawing cartoons ever since a little boy of 8 years old, so I've been doing it for quite a while. And I'd like to pass on some tips and tricks to you so that you can enjoy making your own cartoons as well. I hope you're ready, so get your pencil out, get out a sketchbook or a piece of paper, and we'll start some cartooning. Have you ever drawn a cartoon before? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. Either way, I bet you can draw shapes. Can you draw a circle, a square, an oval? You can? That's great news because that's what cartoon characters are based on. They're based on shapes put together to make unique, interesting, and fun-looking characters. So we're going to learn how to use different shapes to make one of the most recognizable parts of a character. Do you know what that is? Their face. Let's get started. Let's have a think of our favorite cartoon character. I'll tell you mine. My favorite cartoon character of all time is SpongeBob SquarePants. What do you know? SpongeBob SquarePants, as his name gives away, is made up of a square. Easy. And then what about his friend Patrick Star? That's kind of obvious. There we go. So he's got basically a star shape. There we go. Look at that. Now, what about my good old mate, Monty? Monty, the bird-watching platypus, is kind of made up of this shape, which is an arch window or maybe a ice cream stick. Let's start building our own fun cartoon characters, beginning with their face. All right, I'm going to draw a square here. Now, they don't have to be sharp squares. You can round off the edges like that to make it look a little bit more natural. I'll do maybe an oval there. So there's an oval. And I think for the last one, I'm going to do an upside down triangle. Just like in real life, cartoon characters' faces come in all different shapes and sizes. The character's face is really fun because that's where all the expression is. Alright, so now you've got your shapes, let's start making these look more like faces. We're going to start drawing eyes onto our characters. Now eyes, just like the faces, they can be different shapes and sizes as well. Have a look closely and I'll show you some of the eyes I like to do. Perhaps we'll start over here with the upside down triangle. Now with this one, I'm going to do some simple black dot eyes. So we can just draw it like that, just little eyes like that. There we go. And you can also fill them in with a little bit of black there. There we go. 2 dots. We've got some eyes. All right, another way to draw eyes is with some perhaps egg shapes. Here we go, I'll do one egg shape like that. You see that there? And another egg shape like that. So we've got the oval and we've got these ovally egg shapes in there for eyes. Now we just need to put some pupils in there. There we go. I wonder what yours looks like. All right, now let's go over to our rectangular shape. This time I think I might do some eyes like this. They're going to be sideways ovals. See that? There we go. And then let's put some dots in there. So there we go. There's 2 ways that you can do eyes for your characters. They could be just little black dots, or they can be a circle with the little pupil dots in there. Easy. Now these characters don't have much expression, do they? You might notice I use my eyebrows a lot. They give me a lot of expression, so we're going to add some eyebrows to make our characters have some emotions. perhaps we'll go over to this guy here. There we go. Maybe that's a happy expression or a surprised expression. Now, what about this one here? If we draw our eyebrows like this, see how kind of makes him look a bit angry or annoyed, doesn't it? All you need to do is have a look in the mirror and see what your eyebrows do when you're smiling, when you're sad. A mirror is a great tool for a cartoonist, believe me. All right, now what will we do with this guy here? Maybe if we make our eyebrows like this, like a curve. See that? Look at that. Well, looks a little bit sad, doesn't he? All worried. Here we go. But still, these characters might need something else to help their expressions come through. What could that be? Yep, you guessed it, a mouth. The mouth is how we talk, how we sing, and how we express our emotions. All right, okay, so let's do this one over here. What can we do here? I want to make this one a happy character. So we just need to do another shape, like a half moon. Or a crescent moon, rather. There we go. See how happy he looks? Nice. Now here we go. We might want to add a little bit of extra detail here. If we do a semicircle down here and then fill all that in with black. Look at that. We've got a smiling, happy face. He looks pretty happy. Okay. Now this guy, he's angry. What does your mouth do when you're angry? Oh, see the teeth there? Let's do that. So, let's say a good shape for angry might be almost like a bean shape. See how I'm talking about shapes? I'm talking about shapes because that's what a cartoon is made up of. Different shapes, modified and changed to make a cool looking character. Now, perhaps this one might need some teeth. So teeth, you can simply do that by drawing a line. It kind of looks like two fat lips there. And then we can draw some lines like that. There we go. All right, I'll just bring that a little bit closer to the screen. There we go. Look, he's looking quite angry. All right, I think this guy is making this one look a little bit worried. All right. What will we do with this one? You know what? Let's make this one seem a little bit nervous. So he's kind of got sad eyes. Maybe if we put a little smile on his face, it'll make him look a little bit nervous. So remember our orange, it could be a orange slice is a good shape to think of for a mouth. And again, we'll do the teeth. Another way you can do the teeth as well is just by drawing lines. See? Easy. You can get all sorts of different expressions and emotions by mixing and matching the different mouth shapes and eye shapes and eyebrows. Don't forget the eyebrows. And let's make our characters look even more interesting by exploring different shapes on their faces. What I mean by that is the different shapes we can incorporate are shapes for noses. So what's your nose? Your nose is kind of a triangular shape. And ears, they could be a half circle. Let's start adding some in now. And again, just like in real life, they come in all different shapes and sizes, noses and ears. So how about on our angry one, we'll give that guy we'll try perhaps a triangular nose. Here we go. Triangle. Now I'll give you another little tip. Although it's a triangle, see how I haven't made a complete triangle? You can do it like that if you like, or you can go ahead and draw the entire shape. So I'm thinking with our triangular person here, let's go a nice big oval. There we go. Excellent. And don't forget, when you've finished your drawings, I'd love to see them. So maybe your mum or dad could post them in the comments below. I'd love to see it. Okay, now what will we do for this one? Let's give this one a little skinny teardrop. Now, teardrop is another interesting shape we can use in our cartoon characters. All right, now for the ears, we'll just use some simple half circles. There we go. You can also add a little line like that as well if you like. There we go. See that there? Can't wait to see what your characters look like. All right, okay. Perhaps this angry one, we can give him some nice big ears. Whoop. Crossing over there a little bit. That's okay. Maybe he's angry that there's not much room left on the piece of paper. All right. And then perhaps for this, we'll do some, oh look, they're a little bit more pointy. There we go. We've used different shapes to create the faces. We put them all together to get different expressions, different characteristics. And of course, now you can just let your imagination fly. Let's start adding some hair. I think this character might look good with some, look at these waves here, like wave shapes for the hair. There we go. And it looks all right. And perhaps for this one, we could, well, here's another simple hair. We could, hair technique. Just draw some lines. There we go. For this one, we can do a half circle through there. Another one here. And perhaps another one there, maybe. There we go. See how we've got hair there now? All right, and if you want to add a little bit more extra detail, you can just draw some more curvy lines in there. There we go. Happy, angry, nervous. As simple as that. And again, you can let your imagination go even further. We could draw some little necks there. Maybe a bow tie here. Or maybe here, I like to do turtleneck sweaters on my characters there. You'll see that quite a lot on my cartoons. All right, these are some pretty silly faces, but that's what cartooning's all about, isn't it? About being silly. Good work, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that lesson and learnt a thing or two about cartooning faces. What I'd like you to do for some practice is to fill out an entire page in your sketchbook or on a piece of paper of different shapes, whatever you like. Just fill out that entire page and then practice drawing different faces on them. These are some pretty silly faces, I must admit, but it's a whole lot of fun making them. And next time we'll learn how to add a body to our character. So until then, keep drawing those shapes, keep making different faces with all sorts of different expressions, and have fun, and we'll see you next time. Bye! If you're a parent like me, you probably love to encourage your children to enjoy the natural world. Hooking up that caravan, getting out there on holidays, visiting national parks, bushwalking, they're all wonderful ways to enjoy the great outdoors with our families. But there's something that my family and I love to do, and that's bird watching. The next time you guys are out on your adventures, I encourage you to take a look in the trees and notice the amazing Australian birds that we have all around us. While you're out there, bring a copy of my book, Did You Spot It? Noticing Birds Around Australia. It's been especially designed for children who are out there on holidays, on bushwalks, or even in their own backyard to just notice the amazing birds we have all around us. Children will be joined by Monty, the bird-watching platypus, as he shows them different environments where they'll be sure to spot birds. I've filled this book with colourful and fun illustrations, and your children will be able to tick off the birds as they find them.
Your children can join me, Monty, the bird-watching platypus, in their own bird-watching adventure in Did You Spot It? Noticing birds around Australia.